Hello, Gemini. Welcome to a weekly reading. This is going to be for the week of the 30th, going to the 5th of February. So I'm going to jump straight into it and see what's going on for you guys for the week ahead. All right, for Gemini, please. What messages do we have for Gemini? Thank you. All right, overall energy, please, for the week for Gemini. All right. You're fighting off some... I kind of feel like you're having this calling, most likely, to do something, or it feels like Spirit's trying to push you to the edge. Not in a bad way, but we may see it as a bad way, Gemini. It kind of feels like, why is there so much resistance? Why is this not working out? Why am I being like pushed out of my job, for example? Or why am I being pushed out of this relationship? Something doesn't seem to be going the way that you thought you wanted it to go. I say that like this because maybe you do want it to go this way, but it seems like Spirit's really trying to make you take some sort of leap of faith and let go of something, because it might be starting to limit your growth. For some of you, it could be in terms of career, because we did have that kind of King of Wands energy here. It's asking for you to change, to adapt something, to make a change, most likely, okay? To adapt to your current situation or circumstances. For others of you, it could be in terms of walking away from a fire sign, okay? It could be like that for some of you. But it kind of feels like you don't know why this is happening, but I will tell you why if you're feeling this way. For those who it resonates with, it's because Spirit's trying to change things up for you in your life, most likely give you a new journey, okay? We have come to the edge, which is very much similar to that Fool card that we were just having as well. So it kind of feels like you're having this urge to do something, or your actual physical reality seems to be pushing you towards this. Now, I say this because you also have the Seven of Wands in your overall energy for the week. And as you can see, the Seven of Wands is kind of trying to fight something. Most likely it's a calling of yours. If something keeps coming up in your mind, like a desire of yours, but you're batting it off saying it's not the right time, it's not the right time to do it, I don't have enough information, or I'm not ready just yet. Spirit's kind of begging to differ here. They don't really agree with you. Seven of Wands is, in this case, with everything that I'm seeing, you're trying to avoid something that seems inevitable, or at least it seems like something that Spirit wants you to do. As you can see, it's very similar imagery. It's like, just jump down. And you're like, no, I can't. I'm not ready for it. I'm not ready for these changes. Because there are some changes coming up. And I'm going to explain why. I'm actually going to clarify the cards that I'm seeing. First, I'm going to do something different for you. I think you're getting some news here. You have the Page of Wands. Again, this could be gossip. This could be people trying to push you out of someplace. This could be quite low energy, by the way, that's coming in. Page of Wands usually is kind of gossip, but it could also be some good news. So I feel like there's two sides to this, two different interpretations. For some of you, you're constantly kind of getting like approved for something, or people keep saying, oh, you should do this, you should do this. Or again, it could be your own inner self saying it. For others of you, it could be that low vibe energy that we were having, because it's clarifying the why. The why has all to do with asking the right questions here and like looking into your Akashic record as to why this is happening. It feels like something is part of your destiny here, whether it's to clear out some karma, okay, to be able to deal with certain people the right way, to be able to deal with a certain calling of yours the right way, okay. For some of you, in an old lifetime, you did not take a chance on something and regretted it, and in this lifetime you're being given a second chance. But that feels more to do with passion and career. And the Page of Wands kind of feels like that too, and a lot of wands coming in. It has a lot to do with passion. For some of you, it could be getting a lot of like love attention, and you're like, I don't want it. Like, I don't want that. I'm not ready. I don't feel like it. But it kind of feels like, if it's a specific person coming through, then it kind of feels like it could be them. Or it's gaining a lot of attention. Right, we then have flexible, and I'm going to clarify this, but very similar to what I was saying, there is a lot of changes coming through for you, Gemini, whether these are things that you wanted or whether it's just the universe kind of making this happen for, of course, your best interest, but sometimes when we're not expecting it, it can be very difficult. Flexible is kind of an energy of don't have any expectations for this. Trust in what it is that you're trying to build for yourself. To have a goal in mind is really good. You can see an egg here. When eggs are showing up in a reading, for me anyways, I like to see them as something will happen from this. You will get what it is that you want from this. But bend with the wind, as the flexible card is saying. Be flexible. Don't be very rigid in the things that you, in the way that you're trying to get to a goal. Or yeah, because it kind of feels like they're trying to give you something, but the more that you're stuck in your expectation of something or the way that you want things to work, Spirit's like, it's not going to work that way. Just take a chance on me and I will show you. Like, be a little bit more flexible with us so we can get you where it is that you want to go. Because for some of you, you are being your own blockage here because you're fighting off something that Spirit's like, hey, like, this is going to do the thing you want it to do. Chillax. Like, it's a sense of urgency, but yeah, it's kind of like you're just trying to fight it off. And it's like, how many times are you going to say no to something that is actually quite good for you? Whether that's leaving something behind, for some of you it is that, something that you've worked really hard for. Or whether it's because it's just not working out quite clearly, or whether it is kind of like being... It's a part of your destiny with the star card. For some of you, it could even be being super successful in your career in terms of being in a spotlight, being well known. For some of you, I'm seeing your names on books. Geminis, some of you, I'm seeing your name in some like places where people can see. Being in the eyes of the public for some of you. Being an inventor even. Aquarius is kind of doing things outside the box. All right. Okay. King of Wands coming through again. Desires. Again, it could be a specific someone in your life. Could be someone you have a history with, by the way. With the Moon card, Cancer energy, Six of Cups. There's a feeling of nostalgia. There is a feeling of like missing somebody, maybe. But we have the Knight of Swords and a Death card underneath that here. It's kind of like this has ended. Something needed to have, changed. Some of you are going to hear back from somebody here who I don't think deserves a second chance, but you do you, Gemini. What's a flexible? The King of Swords. Speaking your mind, Gemini. We have strong Aquarius energy coming through your reading, but this is most likely you being a little bit more cold. Being more disciplined when it comes down to your goals. For some of you, you've been defending somebody for a little bit too long and now you're starting to see the truth. And the truth is being communicated to you. You have a new beginning coming up for you. I kind of want to restart this reading as well. Okay. All right, overall energy please for Gemini for this week. Gemini. Where did that go? Nine of Swords. Fears, worries, doubts. Five of Cups underneath that. I feel like this is a fear of disappointment. Like, for some of you, you need to trust yourself a little bit more. You need to trust Spirit a little bit more. You are being called to take a leap of faith, to do something different, to change things up. But the reason why you might not be doing this is because you're not believing in yourself. You're not believing in your journey here. Some of you lost touch of your, purpose and your passions towards this. Both of these energies, like crying, it's a disappointment, it's hiding a face. Again, some of you are meant to be out in the spotlight here. Some of you might be dealing with some insecurities, which needs to be healed, of course. Advice for Gemini this week. Judgment. It's releasing something, letting something go, being ready for the next level, accepting something. I see you taking this leap of faith anyways. For some of you, it isn't into love. For some of you, by making this decision, you're deciding to love yourself. All right, with this overflowing cup coming through, you're releasing something that has been holding you back. Fears. Fear of making the wrong decision. Fears of upsetting people. fears of being humiliated, fears of failure, fears that you're doing the wrong thing or be making the wrong choice, fears of upsetting people because of what you're doing. But you're choosing you regardless of this, and I think this is going to lead to a really incredible outcome for you. Like a new beginning. After the judgment is a new beginning here. Six of Pentacles, some of you, this is actually getting some sort of financial recognition and reward for some of you. Okay, for others of you, if there has been someone who's been taking money from you, this has been like maybe dealing in the court for a little while. I think that'll be settled here. For some of you, there is somebody who doesn't have your best interest in mind, okay? Very important to understand that. Someone's in competition with you. Could be an old friend. Could be someone who could be a Libra here, Gemini. This is someone who had a lot to say, was constantly fighting with you, creating arguments with you, may have been lying on you or sabotaging something of yours, talking you out of things. You're now balancing things out. You're seeing someone for what they are. Justice is about truth, but not just that. We go from an unbalanced thing to a balanced thing, and you're looking someone dead in the eye. You see through them now, Gemini. Even if that's your own fears, you're seeing something for the truth. You're tapping into the why something happened. You're understanding the truth for something. Yeah, you're connecting to your, Holy Spirit coming through here, which is nice. The Sun card, joy, happiness, success, recognition, again. I feel like you're now starting to see your own powers within yourself, which is good. Your skills, your talents. You're understanding what will make you happy. Excuse the lines, by the way. It's coming from there. And I'm not going to change it. Just to say, just don't look at your phone, TV, whatever I'm on. But you're going towards some happiness. Some of you, I'm seeing your like style changing. A lot more confidence coming through. You are adapting into this Leo energy, by the way. So if any of you have Leo in your chart, you're kind of stepping more into that. Not being afraid. You're releasing anything that's been holding you back. You're coming to the edge, which is nice. So if you're getting recognition. Yeah, a lot of recognition. Some of you, I'm seeing you getting like flowers here. Like you're doing like a good job for some of you. The Queen of Pentacles is like stability in your finances. Having built something for yourself and being able to live in that, being surrounded by the things that you've planted, the seeds you've planted, the hard work that you've done. You're gaining recognition because you took a leap of faith. You started a new journey. Some of you could be moving homes. Yeah. Okay. Some of you have been very patient with something when it comes down to love, whether it's a specific person, whether it's just, yourself. You've been healing from love. You have the Four of Swords and the Temperance, both about resting, healing. All right, taking some time out to heal. Some of you could be planning on a vacation and some travel here. All right. If you're waiting for something to accept some travel, then that's coming through. You have the Lovers though. You're healing your relationship with some of you. This is only for those in good relationships. You're healing your perspective of relationships, especially for those of you who've been dealing with some deceit, betrayal. You're deepening, for some of you, a connection with maybe another Gemini. Could be a Sagittarius. Some of you could be rekindling a relationship after some time apart. Maybe physical time apart, like distance. All right, last messages, please, for Gemini. The Devil. Nine of Cups. Be careful of greedy people and of greed in general, okay? Everything in moderation. Pay attention to your health, of course. The Devil here in the Nine of Cups is just selfish intent, especially from people who are jealous of you. People have selfish intentions with you. You need to end those kinds of friendships, relationships, okay? And that way of viewing yourself, maybe. Someone feels left out in the cold by you. All right. and remove those fears. It's keeping you in a comfort zone, okay? Let's pull you some tea leaf tarot. Don't be afraid to change things up a little bit, Gemini, because I see you taking a leap of faith in something. Someone's behaving stupidly. I feel like that's somebody that you're dealing with. With wealth. Again, be careful of spending your money on anything. I'm sorry, am I swearing at you? Is that my middle finger? Be careful of anyone who is trying to get you to spend your money. All right, be careful of anyone taking advantage of that. Be careful of yourself being a little bit greedy, because that combination just there was a little bit of temptation and overindulgence in some things. So pay attention to that, okay? Make sure it's not you. For Gemini. For Gemini. All right, you need to defend yourself. And unsettled times, need to plan ahead. This is where I'm saying to be flexible, okay? Be flexible. Beware of great pride underneath that too, with the peacock. It's good to be different, and I think you are shining out. Just be careful of overindulgence or of dealing with anyone with great pride, okay? I feel like some of you might get in an argument with somebody here who has great pride. You need to defend yourself if that's the case and take a leap of faith maybe in a different direction. You're starting to understand why there's some resistance in something here. Okay, my angels, I'm going to pull you out an animal spirit card. And spirit, and I feel like the universe is like, trust in me. It's another message with this. And spirit, time to collaborate, and the abundant universe will provide. So for some of you, we have 1, 1, 0 here, so 11. Some of you need to bring some ideas to life. You also have electric eel spirit, bring ideas to life. Some of you need to vocalize what it is that you want from spirit and trust that they're going to give it to you. Collaborate with the universe here. Maybe if you are in a very healthy, loving partnership, then this is saying it's time to come together. It's time to collaborate. Maybe come into business with each other here. Or if you've got a nice, caring partner here, whether romantic or platonic or just business, then it's saying it's time to collaborate, especially if you've had that idea for a while to do that, because it is going to pay off for you. All right, well, I love you guys, wish you all the best, sending you my love. Thank you for being here with me and for spending this time with me. If you would like a personal reading, there's a link down below, but I will see you guys next time.